March is already here, and it's time to start planning for some key dates that are going to happen within March and actually early April. So in this video, I'm going to cover St. Patrick's Day, weather-related messages, because that's really big this time of year, April Fools, because that's coming up very quickly, and of course, Easter, which is a pretty big holiday. I've also got a tip of the month for you, something that I've been seeing more and more in the industry, and I wanted to make sure to show you guys what I've been seeing and how it can help you. It's footers that function. So I'll dive more into that here in just a minute. But let's go ahead and get started. What to go ahead and send in March. Now, up first, of course, we've got St. Patrick's Day, which is right around the corner. And I know some of you know this very well, and you're already starting to send messages out. And really, depending on the kind of product you have, it probably depends on how much more in advance you want to send out for St. Patrick's Day. I would say for a majority of people, St. Patrick's Day is worthy of doing 1 to 3 promotions. Again, depending on how Irish themed or St. Patrick's themed your overall store is. It's a fun and lighthearted promotion, very straightforward, so you don't need to do anything super fancy here. Just like in the example over at Loft, they're just doing a straight percentage off. You could do bundling, you could do buy one, get one, but it's just a straightforward promotion at the end of the day. And it's a great chance to promote green, gold, rainbow, lucky, Irish-based products to kind of go along with the theme. It looks great in the message as well. And people still do like wearing green on St. Patrick's Day, so you want to consider that as well. Another thing to note is that this technically really isn't normally seen as a gift-giving holiday, but people do like having things for St. Patrick's Day. So for instance, if you sell something that someone's going to use for St. Patrick's Day itself, like green food dye for making green beer, something like that, then you're going to want to go ahead and make sure that you're sending out enough in advance that somebody can get the product for St. Patrick's Day itself. All right, I've got some subject line ideas for you here. I think you'll notice that the bright green clover really stands out, and that might be something nice to have for the inbox for this particular event, but you could also use maybe rainbow or, you know, a leprechaun or other kind of like green, the green heart. But other kind of green related emoticons. Really decide for yourself if emoticons work for your brand. But overall, I see that they can help with subject line opens. We do have St. Patrick's Day templates in the store right now, so you can go in and get those as well. Up next, weather related. So the tactic here is that you want to promote a product that coincides with what your subscribers are seeing in weather. So if you know your subscribers are getting a lot of snow or rain, you're promoting things that are going to adapt to those weather conditions. So most of the time, this means that, you know, you're selling something that someone would wear in that weather. So like a raincoat or snow jacket or a hat or gloves or something. But also, even if you don't sell something that directly relates to how somebody deals with weather, maybe you sell something that people would like to have when the weather is around. So specifically, maybe you sell like chocolates or candles or something cozy that somebody would want to do because it's so snowy outside. You could also promote a weather-related message. So get creative here. I'm also thinking board games. So if you sell games or something, you know, people are stuck inside all the time. That could be something that would be nice. At the end of the day, though, ask yourself, how does this help my subscriber? What are the pain points that this weather normally pushes on that I could help alleviate with my product? So in the example from Land's End, it's very simple. It's cold during the winter with snow out. So here's a coat that addresses those pain points that winter normally gives you. We also have some weather-related templates in the store, so feel free to utilize those too if you want to. Up next, April Fools. I almost didn't include this, but for the right Shopify merchant, this could actually be a really fun event to do. So if you have something that's maybe you're trying to be a little bit more avant-garde, you're trying to be a little bit more fun, or for whatever reason you happen to have like a lot of cool images or a lot of funny images. I'm thinking like cat pics or like dogs in costumes or something like that. This could be a kind of fun event to send an email out about. Oftentimes in e-commerce, we do see that the bigger brands normally sometimes will actually make a fake product, or they'll actually do like a big joke, right? So I think that a while ago, Domino's or Pizza Hut or something did like an edible box, like a pizza box that held the pizza. Yeah. You don't have to do anything quite that elaborate if you don't want to. You could just simply say like, no fooling, just savings, and just make it a simple promotional message. Or if you wanted to do a joke, go ahead and try it out. Maybe run it by a few people though. Let's make sure that the joke is lighthearted and simple. People get it. I've got some fun subject line ideas for you there as well. And then finally, probably the biggest event going on, and it's early April, so I wanted to start addressing it now, are Easter messages. I know that quite a few of you are already starting to send Easter messages. You're on it. I worry that maybe you're going to, by the time Easter actually comes around, you're going to be kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel. However, I know that for certain Shopify merchants, Easter is a really big deal, maybe as big as Christmas, or very similar to. And if you think about it, it's a big event that people are going to want to be celebrating at home this year. And quite often gifts are given at Easter. So in many ways, it is similar to Christmas. And you're going to want to consider those shipping deadlines and what your return policy is going to be. And, if you want to offer up gift certificates, or if you want to offer up, maybe not gift certificates, but definitely like gift wrapping, because they put things inside the baskets or something like that. So because of that, you will want to start earlier, and you're going to probably need to stop promoting a little bit, soon too, earlier too, because there will be a last shipping date. So just like with Christmas, you're going to want to remember to have a last shipping date if that's important for you. And just lots of different fun campaigns that you could run with this. For if you're a shop where Easter just isn't that big of a deal for you, like it's, you don't really sell products that coincide with Easter, that's okay. You can still just do just like with St. Patrick's Day, you can do a fun, straightforward promotion that kind of ties into the Easter holiday if you would like to. Obviously, that's up to you and your brand. And for those of you who do have Easter related products, I'd say, go ahead and start working on that creative, because it's going to be a big deal here soon. We'll definitely have templates coming out for Easter very soon, so stay tuned for that. All right, next up, we've got the tip of the month. So I mentioned earlier, footers that function. So something that I've seen a lot more lately than I ever have before are these fun custom footers or banners that go in the bottom of messages. So kind of below promotions, but above where you would normally have social icons. And these footers oftentimes talk about immediate like friction points that customers may have. So that could be shipping, that could be delivery, that could be returns, that could be whether you have customer service or not. It could be a lot of things. But then I've also seen them used for the unique selling proposition. So pointing out how a product is made, maybe that it's vegan or sulfite free or something like that. Here's a plenty of examples that I've seen lately that I thought were really, really nice. And I would like you to consider doing something like this. For one, I think it would make your message look more, look nice and professional. And for another reason, like I said earlier, it could really smooth out some friction points that a consumer might be nervous about, like shipping or like returns, something like that. So here's kind of a laundry list of things that you could go through. And some of these might apply for you, some of them might not. Obviously, you'd want to pick or choose. And you'll notice in the examples I have, people are really going with like 2 to 4 icons or kind of different statements here. And I think that's a good thing to keep to, so it doesn't get too busy, too kind of clogged up there at the bottom. I also think that this is a great chance to, like, over and over, you want to tell people what your unique sales proposition is, right? So whether you make organic products or they're locally made or they're one of a kind or they're whatever it might be. I think you're going to want to make sure to over and over state that in your messages, because you want it. That's one of the big reasons why people are subscribed to you, is because you have that unique sales proposition, your unique business. So this is a great chance to do that. And then remember that putting together those designs doesn't have to be super painful. You can utilize the Canva Seguno integration. So right in Seguno, you can go ahead and say design with Canva. You can design and edit the image within Canva, and it automatically just goes right into Seguno, which is great. I'm even going to put my money where my mouth is. I'm going to try making a couple of these footers and then have our senior graphic designer look through them and give me some pointers. I'll film that. I'll pass it all along to you so you can also get those pointers. Maybe get kind of like a cheat sheet on what to do there. And you might have seen this before, but we do have a free email marketing calendar that is completely editable. It's something that you can go into and kind of plan out what you want to send that month. And then I also put in kind of my tips and recommendations at a high level for each month and maybe things to consider, along with 15 different message ideas with examples and text and images that you could utilize, or ideas for text and images. So highly recommend this if you want to get more organized this year, if you kind of want to kind of get a handle and really generate more revenue with email marketing, because as you make a plan, you'll start to see more of a return on investment with it. So please feel free to take a look at that. And then otherwise, that is all I've got for you here today. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment below. I would love to hear more from you. We just started doing these calendar updates, so please let me know what you think, and I'll see you next month.